Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and I had a request to test the Yantama set versus a couple other sets and to see as to whether or not is it worth it to go all the way to the pity, to go all the way to the end to get these sets. And that's what we're going to find out today. Is it worth it? Do they do more damage or is it about the same? Let's find out. So we're going to go into match here. Okay, so we're going to use Ginitz because Ginitz has bleed damage on his third skill. This deals bleed damage equal to 30% of attack to the target every 1 second for 7 seconds upon landing a skill. And he also has bleed from his core effects. He has 20% bleed attack damage increase. And then he also offers inflict bleed damage equal to 46% of attack to the target every 1 second for 3 seconds upon landing a critical hit. So having critical hits, having critical rate, I should say, is really going to help him a lot because he's going to do more critical hits, therefore doing a lot more bleed. So this is the first set we're going to test. We're going to use the Tekken set because the Tekken set has an increased attack by 6%. Each card set, I can't click on it, but all of them have an extra 6%, so an extra increased attack by 18%. And then they're going to give an extra increased critical rate by 10%. That's really going to help us bleed. And they're going to give an extra critical damage by 50%. Pretty freaking insane card set. And I do have the cooldown cards here, the Yantama cooldown cards, or the It's a Collab card, because they offer an extra 3.4% critical rate, and this really is the way to go if you have the Tekken set on this guy. Slap that Tekken set on him. Oh my god, he's insane. You can see the CP, we have 42,145. It doesn't really matter. I have an imprint stone on this guy. None of that really matters. Those stats are not applied in this week's championship, so it doesn't matter. So let's go down yonder and let's see what the numbers are going to be here. All right. So the first thing I want to do is I want to hit that third skill so we get the bleed damage first. There we go. Get our attack buff. And let's look what we got here. 424, 429. So 429,000 points. Let's do it again. Okay. All right. We're going to do it one more time because we're going to fill up that PG bar at the bottom there. We just filled it up. I just had to throw in that last skill for the hell of it. All right. Now let's see how much damage he does. All right. 320. 320,000 from his special skill at 5 bars. All right, so let's get out of here. And let's switch that set. So now we're going to put on the Noah set. I'm going to go ahead and slap those cooldown cards on him. The same cooldowns cards we just had. There we go, slap that on him. Okay. And these cards really are insane because of their CP. Look at that CP on that thing. 1,000, almost 1,100 CP. Every one of these cards offer an increased attack by 7%. That's an increased attack by 21% plus the 10% attack. So that's 31% extra attack. And look at that CP. That is insane. If you look at the CP on the Tekken cards, it's around 500. So that is one of the reasons why this card set did so much more damage in the last video when we did Haramaru versus Genjuro. So let's see what this does. We'll do the exact same pattern. 3, 2, 1. Ah, crap. Let me do that again. I got wacky. I got wacky. Here we go. There we go. 477, 496, 502,000. Good Lord. 502,000. Wow. Okay, still didn't beat it. One more for good measure. So 510,000. Okay, so he reached 510,000 with the Noah set. Wow. I'm just taking the highest score out of 3 tries. Now let's see what he does with his ultimate skill. With 5-bar PG there. About 345,000. So currently, right now, the Tekken set, he did 429,000 between his skills. He did 320,000 with his ultimate skill. And with the Noah set, he did 510,000. That is 80,000 more damage than the Tekken set. And he did 25,000 more damage on his ultimate skill with the Noah set. So the Noah set is way out on top. Way out on top right now. Wow. Okay. Now let's slap on the Yantama set. Here we go. Let's put this baby on. Now this set's pretty damn insane for him because he does have all that bleed. He's going to get an increased attack by 7%, all 3 cards. That's 21% extra attack. And it's going to increase his burn, well not burn, but bleed damage by 75%. So characters that have burn and bleed, this is a very good set, but we're going to see just how good it is as far as damage. And then your active skill damage is increased by 20%. And it's good that it says active skills and not just grab skills or strike skills. Active skills means any of the skills, whether they're blast, strike, grab, it doesn't matter. So if you're using a character that does grab skills, like say the Rock, who does bleed damage, this 20% is going to apply to all of his skills, including his grab skills, which is pretty insane if you know how much bloodshed the Rock has or how much bleed he has. And of course, we're going to use the same cooldown cards again. I'm real curious about this. I haven't tested this yet myself. So let's see what happens here. Okay, I'm going to back up a little bit. All right. Wow, okay. 516,000. 516,000. Okay. What are we going to get here? 521, 530, 538, 538,000, man. Wow. Whoa, whoa. Come on. 540, 548. 548,000. 548,000 with the Yantama set. That thing is coming out on top big time. Now let's see what the ultimate skill does. $330,000. So something to keep in mind is that there was no bleed damage on his ultimate skill. There was no bleed applied to the robot there. So but he still did more damage with the Yantama set on his ultimate skill with no bleed being applied than he did with the Tekken set by 10,000. The Noah set did more on the ultimate skill, but on the regular skills, the freaking Yantama set, 548,000 for the Yantama set, 510,000 for the Noah set, and 429,000 for the Tekken set. Holy freaking crap. So let's try something really quick. Well, I can't try it, never mind. I was going to put Gintoki in here because Gintoki actually has bleed on his special skill, but I can't put him in here because right now it's only KOF original fighters, which really blows donkey butt, but we can test that in the future. But yeah, man, is it worth it? I think so. If you got a character that has bleed or burn damage on them, yeah, I think it's worth it. You know, we can do a quick little test with Nameless here. Nameless has burn damage. Here, let's go ahead and throw that Noah set on him. Right? Okay. And we'll put these babies on him. Okay, where's the other one? There we go. Whoops. There we go. Here we go. And Nameless gets all of his burn damage actually from his core effects. Yeah, applies isolate effect to the target upon landing an active skill. Deals burn damage equal to 150% of attack. Decreases power by 5%. Yeah, he's pretty freaking nuts. He's got an attack buff on his... well... Yeah, there it is. He has his attack buff on his second skill. Okay. Well, let's see what happens with old Nameless. Alright, so we'll just start with the second skill first to get our attack buff, and then we'll go into the first and then the third. There we go. So we have 446,000. 446,000. Let's try it again. Okay. 392. I might be hitting that third skill a little too fast. There we go. So 491,000 for Nameless with the Noah set. Okay. Now let's see what his ultimate skill does. $287,000. All right. Okay, 287,000. All right. Now let's get out of here and let's slap that Yantama set on him. Because we already know the Noah set's going to be stronger. So let's do that. And I think it's good to test both of these because we got a burn character here and we also have a bleeding character. And I've actually been running the Yantama set on Nameless as well in Hell's Dungeon. Not really in PvP. I'd like to use the Ryogo set myself because I like having that ignore guard, but let's see what happens here. All right, here we go. $483,000. Okay. 493,000. So 493,000. Now let's try it again. 506,000. So 506,000 with the Yantama set. And then his ultimate skill. All right. 228,000. So the Noah set is actually, well, his ultimate skill was stronger, but his active skills was actually a bit stronger with the Yantama set. The Yantama set hit 506,000, where the Noah set hit 491,000. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, that's why. The reason his ultimate skill is just like Genet's. They don't have the burn or bleed effect on their ultimate skills. This is on active skill. So yeah, that's something to think about. So again, if you're using a character that, like I said, Gintoki has bleed on his ultimate skill or his special skill, he'll actually do more damage with the Yantama set on his special skill. So do I think these cards are worth it? Do I think the Yantama cards are worth it? Yeah. I think they're absolutely worth it. That's my opinion. Now, if you already have two of these freaking cards and you're thinking about going to that pity, it really depends on where you're at on this meter. It really depends on how many rubies you have. But that Yantama set, in my opinion, if you have a character like you just saw with Genet's, that set is freaking insane on a character like that. So that's something to definitely consider. But, you know, if you don't have the rubies, of course, don't go for it. If you want to save your rubies for a different character, you know, an upcoming character, or go for Psyche or whatever, go for it. But is the card set worth it? I mean, I think so, especially as far as damage. Because that card set's going to really jack up Genet's and PvP. It's going to jack him up in Hell's Dungeon. It's going to jack them up against, well, it's going to jack up other characters as well that have bleed. You know, The Rock, Mature, so on and so on. I mean, there's lots of characters that have bleed and burn effects. Neskio. I mean, it's going to be a great set for those characters, even if you don't have the Yantama characters. So I'm actually pretty damn happy now that I went all out and I went and got those freaking cards. So let me know what you guys think about this little comparison, and if you'd like to see more of this. And let me know what characters you've gotten, what cards you've gotten, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.